All right. Thank you, Mitchel, for being in the show today. I am happy that you're here.
My pleasure to be here with you. Anytime you need me, just come here and upload.
Let's start.
Yeah.
You went from 0 episodes to 50. Most people quit by episode 5. You are literally in the top 10% of podcasters who get to episode 50. What made you start in the beginning?
Well, I remember when I came to UNEC and I met this guy called Tony.
Yeah.
Very strange guy. And like the first day we just met each other, we were just like we knew each other forever. Like we just been talking and all these things. And that first week, if you see the way we were relating that first week, you think that we've known each other forever.
Yeah.
So one day I was in class. These are like 2 weeks after we've known each other. So one day I was in class and they were teaching ELS. So I had this idea. I was like, me and this guy actually talk a lot.
Yeah.
Like, why don't we start a podcast? I just thought of the idea and I came back to the hostel. I was fucking excited. I was so damn excited. And I met Tony and I told him, guy, I have this idea. I said, let's start a podcast. I was like, 2 days later, we shot our first episode. 2 days after that, we released our first episode. So that's basically how we started. The whole idea of it was just to let people in on our conversation. We talk a lot. So the whole idea is just, you guys should listen to what me and this guy talk about all the time. So that's basically why we started in the first place.
All right. When you hit publish first, like the first time you posted, what was your biggest fear? And did that fear come true?
The first time I hit publish, my biggest fear was, what are my secondary school classmates going to say about me? What are my classmates in law going to say about me? What is my parents and my brothers? What are everybody going to say about me?
Yeah.
And I had all this, all this fear and all these things. And whether they said something about me or not, I really don't know. But what I knew is that it was like the best thing I did in 2025.
Yeah.
Nothing beats, like, if I'm thinking about what made 2025 a wonderful is, or the fact that I decided to start podcast, and by the end before the end of 2025, I was like 60 episodes into the game.
Yeah.
So really, what they thought about me, or what they later thought about me, he really didn't care, because I know that what made 2025 a very memorable year was every single time that I sat down and I hit a record with Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just basically it.
So what's the biggest difference about your podcast right now? Not in the quality, but you as a creator.
Myself as a creator. No, first of all, I'm very, very comfortable with mics. I'm very, very comfortable with like sitting down and recording. Like, I remember the first time Tony and I started.
Yeah.
Every 10, 20 seconds we used to pause. And guy, what are we going to say? But like 30 episodes in, like, I'll just be like this. And I'll tell Tony, let's record. What do you want to talk about? So. Alright, I give him mic, I take mic, plug it in, and like for 1 hour, we're just talking. So it's like we became more authentic.
Yeah.
Because it's like repetition just makes mastery.
Yeah.
So we just continue doing the whole thing, and the recording just became as easy as breathing. For example, like I can call him now, like right now, and tell him, how far? Are you at home? Yes.
Yeah.
I can call, should I come to the record? So it's always easy. Like it just went from, we're not sure what we're going to talk about. So like we could make any stupid thing to become like
meaningful,
1 hour meaningful conversation. We did it with ASU strike. We did it with Diogo Jota's death. We did it with like many things that happened in 2025.
Yeah.
So basically, we just became more authentic, and it became much more easier to record.
Okay, you built a podcast and a business.
Yeah.
How do you manage your time without burning out?
I remember the first time I saw this question, and I laughed. The reason why I laughed is because I actually do burn out a lot. Like, to be honest. Like, I laugh because I don't have like when I saw this question, I was thinking, I just laughed, because like this question is like asking a drunkard, how do you not get drunk? I actually do. Like, the truth of the matter is I actually do burn out a lot. Like the way I sleep. If you see me sleeping, you know that okay, this guy is actually like 0% battery dead. He can't do any more thing again. But what I've been doing lately is I have like a window for working, like from 4 a.m. to 9:45. So
block your time.
Exactly. I block my time. So I don't work before that time or after that time. So before that 9:45 a.m. was go to bed.
Yes.
But then I changed it to stop everything you're doing. Because now the thing is like stop everything you're doing. It's like a much more direct command. Like you're doing something, you want to reach out to one more business owner, you want to touch one more client, and then the alarm now rings, stop everything you're doing. Just stop everything you're doing. And I've been in the middle of serious things.
Yeah.
But that alarm kind of like cuts it off. So like
and you respect it.
Exactly, you respect it. So when you stop everything you're doing and it's 9:45 in the evening, what do you do? You go to bed.
Yeah.
So that is it's much more efficient than telling yourself to go to bed. I first tell myself this is the time to go to bed. But I tell myself now this is the time to stop everything I'm doing. So when that time hits, I stop everything I'm doing. And then what else am I going to do if I'm not doing anything? I just go to bed.
Yeah.
And then for again, I wake up, repeat the whole cycle. So yeah, that's about it.
Right. Okay, what's the hardest part about staying consistent in a podcast, especially when the views are low and motivation is fading?
Well, to be honest, you know, I've always had this kind of like soloist mindset. This do it alone, do it hard,
get the job done.
Exactly. But the truth is that most of the reasons why I was able to keep going last year was because of Tony.
Yeah.
Right. Not because of Tony was motivating me, but because of Tony and I were facing the same problem. So we put our heart and soul into a particular episode, and you come back and you see only 6 people listening to it.
Yeah.
But it's not just me. It's me and Tony.
Yeah.
So like when the pain is shared, the pain is less. So it's easier to go forward when like you're not the only person that is experiencing the pain. So like I'll actually give a lot of credit to how far we went because of we were 2.
Yeah.
I mean it. Like I seriously mean it. Because you're not seeing results. It's not just you that is not seeing results. It's you and your partner. Right? You're thinking of this new big thing. It's not just you that's thinking of it, it's you and your partner. So like the fact that we were 2 is one of the reasons I'll say that we were like we didn't have much. We just had my phone, sound recorder, and a mic that I bought 12,000 naira from one shop inside school.
It's the same as the one.
The mic I bought 12,000 naira from one shop inside school. That's the only thing we had. We didn't have like audience. Like we're not personally popular.
Yeah.
We're not personally. It's not like we're popular and then we started the podcast. We're just like 2 freshers that started the podcast. So what made it suck less? What made it pain less? What made the pain like to hurt less was because of the fact that it was shared. It was not just me that was carrying the whole pain. It was not just him that both of us were feeling the same pain. So like when both of you are feeling the same pain, you can just like and just shrug it off.
So have you ever thought of quitting? And if yes, what stopped you?
I've ever thought of quitting. No, the truth is, I've thought of quitting. Like, you mean the podcast, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I've thought of quitting the podcast. Like a lot of times. Like even now, like you know, somewhere in my head, I'm like, Tony's far. Tony's there. Like he's somewhere else, and I'm here. I'm like, I'm not sure this thing can continue on this thing. But I'll say again, most of the reason why I kept going was because of So I remember when I started this business, this self-improvement community called ZTA. And then I saw it as like my thing now. Like the next big thing. I need to like pour 100% of my focus inside it. And I was telling Tony about it. Inside the podcast, yes, episode 33, when we almost ended the Mitchel and Tony show. That's the name of that particular episode. So like we're talking about it inside the podcast. So it was like it was a very, very real episode. And I was telling him all this, and I was telling like I'm thinking of quitting. I'm telling him all this. Tony is like a very mature and like stoic type of person. You don't see it on his face, but he doesn't allow shit to affect him. He didn't like break down and shit, or he also pay. He heard me out. And he was like, I really don't think we should stop. Like I really don't. Then he didn't like persuade me, or he just talked to me. And then I thought about it. Then we came back off. So and one thing I learned from starting something with someone and going so far is that like if you're opportuned to see a co-founder, a partner, a person that will work side by side with you, to pull off a project, a business, a podcast, man, jump at it. Like if you're opportuned to do all those things, just jump at it. I remember hearing this guy called Navarro Ravikant. He said that it's better to start a business with a co-founder than start alone. That time it sounded stupid. But he said that it's just like a single parent can raise a child very well. but it's always better if two parents raise a child.
Yeah.
So that was just what I got behind it. And I thought about it, and like, to be honest, most of the reasons why the Mitchel and Tony show was very, very, successful in some way, was because of we two that started it, man.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it at that moment. Just now that I'm no longer like inside the box anymore. I'm just like standing outside and just viewing how the whole thing went. I'll say that most of the reasons why, it's not because of I was ambitious, I was smart or any of those things. It's because of we were two.
Yeah.
We were two. Like, so every single thing was shared. The dream was shared. The pain was shared.
Yeah.
So everything just became lighter.
Yeah.
The burden was so much lighter. I didn't have to carry everything alone. Tony didn't have to carry everything alone. We had our differences. We had our differences. We had our differences, but we worked through. We always reminded ourselves that we're going to keep working together, like even a decade from now.
Yeah.
So because we didn't plan to ever stop this podcast until things happened.
Yeah.
The neck happened, life happened, all this kind of thing. so we always told ourselves that we're always going to fight.
Yeah.
We're always going to fight. Like it's like friends fight. Like it's like a normal thing.
Yeah, it's part of growth.
So one thing I always try to do whenever two of us fight is to remind him and myself that it's not me versus you.
Yeah.
It's me and you versus the conflict.
Yeah.
So that is how, anytime we fight, just get back together, get our shit together. Even if, like, Tony and I have recorded episodes where we were in the middle of like a feud.
Yes.
Because we so much wanted that thing to be successful that we could easily put our feelings aside and stand each other for 1 hour.
Yes.
Before getting back to our shit. So that is basically, that's basically how the whole game went, based on what you just asked.
Right. You built an AI that finds out the faults in businesses.
Yeah.
So that's impressive. Or what is the precise problem that the AI was created to solve, and how did you even build the AI in the first place?
Okay, first of all, I think I take way too much credit for that. I built an AI. I think I take way too much credit for it. Most especially because of the way I posted. Remember when I posted on my status, like, I think I take way too much credit for it. Like, I built an AI. I think that is like too far.
Yeah.
I didn't build an AI. I just like, you know what a form is? A Google form.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I found a way to make the Google form to be able to talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, instead of you to see the questions, the AI now asks the questions using the form.
Yeah.
And I did everything with this website called JotForm. Then I connected the website to another website called Zapier. Zapier is like an automation app.
Yeah.
So when you're done filling in the form, Zapier sees it and then it fires and then it sends you an email. And there's a whole lot of complexity. But
it
was more of it was 80% ChatGPT and AI.
Yeah.
And 20%. So when people tell me that you built an AI, I'm like, oh, calm down. I didn't really do anything massively impressive. Like, in fact, in my laptop, there's an AI that came inside the laptop called Copilot.
Yeah.
So when I was in Zapier, I really didn't need to do anything. I just told the AI what I wanted to happen, and I'm just sitting down, and the screen is moving.
Cool,
bro. I'm telling you, like, the screen is moving. And in a day, I just finished that thing, and I was like, wow, we're done. And I started reaching out to business owners. I posted it on my status. So yeah, I did build an AI.
Yes, you were the executionist.
Exactly, I was the executionist, but there's don't think that I sat inside the room, hoodie on, lights off, day in, day out, morning, afternoon, night. It was not exactly, it was just like difficulty level, it was normal.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy, it wasn't hard. I did build an AI, but okay, the idea behind it was this. Before I got a laptop, I had I used to help my friends, tell them how they can be making more money in their business, and it always works.
Yeah.
So I now had this idea, I was like, okay, why don't I do it for more people? Then that's how this business idea now came to my head. So I now had particular questions that I asked business owners. They fill in this Google form, and then I look at it and I analyze, and then I check it with ChatGPT, and most of the time I'm always right.
Yeah.
But then it's now getting them to it's business.
Yeah.
And you're a teenager.
Yeah.
And this one is it's not as easy as it sounds. So I now I've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
Then I now thought, okay, then the laptop now came. I told you this thing when we started. The laptop now came. And when the laptop now came, I saw more opportunities. I was like, what if I go from 17-year-old that diagnoses businesses to the 17-year-old that built an AI that diagnosed businesses. I'm
Okay.
like, wow. Then I took that Google form, those same set of questions.
Yeah.
Turned the questions into like interactive, this thing.
Yeah.
Called the name of the AI, Mitchel AI.
Yeah.
Connected it. Boom. And I started reaching out to business owners. Hey, I built an AI that can diagnose the entire business. ChatGPT gave me the entire pitch.
Yeah.
And like people were saying yes, people were saying yes, people were saying yes, people were saying yes, people were saying yes.
Yeah.
But I still did not make any money off of it though. Then I now got to this point where like, okay, quantity increased, but the quality was reducing.
Yeah.
Because the AI, like it was Zapier. I mean like Zapier is like, it's an automation AI. But if you tell it to identify the leak in this business using this particular distance, it can do it, but it's not going to do it as well as yourself or an actual AI. So the quality of the diagnosis was very poor. Sometimes instead of it to send to your email, it sends to your Google Drive. Like it was kind of like so mixed up. And then I now had to like pause the whole thing and then zoom out. I asked myself, okay, what is it that I'm doing like right now? Because for like that week, a week and a half, getting to 2 weeks, I was obsessing over the wrong things. I started learning how AI is work. So I now like shut that chapter off. Like I just shut it off. And then I went back to 17-year-old that diagnoses businesses. And that is basically where I am right now. So I just, that AI phase was like, I don't call it a mistake. Let's not use that word mistake, but no,
a detour.
Exactly. So like, it showed me how big this thing can actually be.
Yeah.
Because I always used to think in terms of I'll be the one doing it. But now I've actually seen that an AI can do it. But an AI cannot do it if like the person behind it isn't so good.
Yes.
So I want to get incredibly good at it, have my own team. And then when I'm talking about getting an AI, and the AI has to meet my own standards.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing it because of it's an AI. I'm doing it because it's an AI. And I've checked in with it and I'm seeing that this thing is actually very smart and efficient. So and by the time we're launching, we already have people that were worked with that were going to want to use it. So it's like I did the right thing at the wrong time. So the timing was incredibly wrong. So like I just shut and closed that entire chapter off, closed it, tweet away. So that was just the whole AI story shit. So don't sound so impressed that this guy built an AI. I just executed it, but ChatGPT was like the real mastermind.
They can do a lot.
I sat down in front of my laptop, just drinking pure water, and my screen was moving. My screen was moving. I was like, what? Like, my screen was everything was just happening by itself. So it was actually very impressive. AI is the future, man. AI is very real.
So a lot of students want to start businesses, different businesses. If someone walked up to you and said, I want to start a business, whatever it is, like, what are the steps that you tell the person to take?
Starting a business. Yeah. Starting a business is like, it's kind of, okay, here's how I see it. Every single thing that I've started is because I saw a problem that I knew I could fix.
Yeah.
I think the problem in most businesses is that people start business because they want to make money.
Yeah.
And like starting from the point that they started the business, the whole script is like upside down.
Yeah.
So it's like everything that they do starting from that point is it's going to be like go zigzag. For example, you see somewhere that starts this thing and you enter the market and you're doing what everybody's already doing.
Yeah.
Everybody's posting on their status. You just join them up. You're not asking any questions, you know. So starting a business is identifying a problem.
Yeah.
Last year, the self-improvement community that I opened was because of I saw that consistency is a problem. And then now the community is basically empty. The only person inside it is still me. It's still me. Yeah. But I really felt like I could actually solve the problem of consistency.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any plans of making money then. Just let's solve the problem of consistency. Let's make people more consistent. Let's make consistency more exciting. Let's create dashboards and all those things. So it went on for like I think May, June, July, August, September. September is kind of like plateau and like it kind of like died. And I saw the way it died. I mean, like this isn't like he died, let's fix it. Like it died because it died. I don't know how to explain it, but I didn't bother fixing it. So the only person that just continued was me.
Yeah.
Everybody had their own dashboard. The whole idea was hit 100 hours. Let me not go in deep, but it's identify a problem you can solve.
Yeah.
Step into the marketplace. Yeah. And solve that problem. So if you walk up to me and ask me how I want to solve a business, I want to start a business. I'll tell you, okay, what business is that? Okay, for example, you tell me, don't start barbing hair.
Yeah.
Let's say you're staying in IG hostel, tell me, don't start barbing hair.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, don't start barbing hair.
Yeah.
So, why should anybody come to you to barb hair?
Mm.
Then that's where you begin to start thinking.
Yeah.
Because the question, I feel like a lot of people don't ask ourselves real questions.
Yeah.
You're selling the same thing that hundreds of other people are selling, and you're not asking yourself the painful. It's a very painful question. Believe me. It's like it's an uncomfortable question.
Yeah.
Why should anybody buy from me?
Yeah.
Like, why should anybody buy from me? Like, if you create content, ask yourself, why should anybody watch my content?
Yeah.
If, like, why should anybody buy from me? Now that is where you now start from.
Yeah.
You now start from that thing. If you cannot get clear on the question, why should anybody now buy from me? That is what you're not going to use and lead in the market.
Yeah.
Because let's say I'm a barber now.
Yeah.
Let's say I want to start barbering now. How I'll enter the market isn't I'm a barber. I'll enter the market like this. You know that thing that happens when you barb hair and 2 days after you barb hair, your carving looks like you carved it 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Well, my name is blah 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 Cuts, and I'm a barber that obsesses more about carving. So like it's just you lead with a unique pain in people, and then you just start from there and develop every other thing you want to do. So after you now know that thing that you want to solve, you continue to say it, because it's pointless if you know what you want to solve but nobody knows it. So you say it so many times that the marketplace begins to say it for you. That is why you see brands that no longer need to defend themselves. The customers are defending the brand. Meet an Apple user now. You see the way they'll be defending iPhone. Steve Jobs doesn't need to come back from the dead. Tim Cook don't need to talk to you. Apple, nobody in Apple needs to talk to you. Like, when your customers begin to defend your brand, that is like the peak of your brand. So it's, what problem do you want to solve? Don't come into business because you want to make money. Come into business because you want to solve a problem. And if you solve a problem, makes you money. So it's, if you start from making money, you're not going to make money. Start from solving problem, you're going to make money. So it's, what problem do you want to solve? What makes you better at solving it than others? Then lead with that thing. That is just like the rough sketch. No, it's not like the full business playbook how to start it. It's just like the rough sketch. What problem do you want to solve? How do you solve it better than others? Then lead with that your own unique selling proposition.
I know you're a personal development enthusiast. What's one book or idea or principle that really changed your idea of success?
For book, I'll say Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life by Brian Tracy. For principle, I'll say Learn to Push Past Paper Walls. What that means is that when you enter an environment or a market or an industry and they tell you this is how things are being done, ask why, and check if something can be done otherwise. So I learned it from Stephen Bartlett, and it's like, I find it to be very tremendous. And then another principle is embarrassment is the cost of entry. So it's Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life for a book. And for principles, I'll tell you to learn to push past paper walls. Like when you say that this is how things are being done, ask why, and then learn to and then try and see if you can counter it. Would you believe that, like, in the 90s or 80s or 70s, I don't know which particular year, but back in the days, men were known for carrying their luggages with their hand. Right? Then one man was like, what if all these tires could be on our luggages? And then he now went home, removed tires off of, I think, his fridge or something like that, and put it in the bag. And he saw that it was working, so he just did it more. And then he took it to a shop and told them to sell it. And they were not like, no man is ever going to want to buy this thing. Because men are, there's this idea that men love hard things, men love to carry their luggage and shit. It was not like, just put it up. He begged and begged and begged for months. Eventually, this guy is persistent. He did it. Sold out. He did it again, sold out. Today, the guy has to be like a multi-billionaire because he invented. So the idea is push past paper walls. When they tell you this is how things are being done, ask why. Don't say okay, and then embarrassment is the cost of entry. If you're not ready to be embarrassed, if you're not ready to like look stupid, if you're not ready to be like at the bottom, you're not going to ever get at the top. So the problem I'm seeing nowadays is that most people just want to skip the bottom part and get to the top. It doesn't work like that.
Must be a point.
Tony and I started a podcast on my bed that laid on the floor. Okay, sorry, Tony's bed was on the floor. Then my phone, sound recorder, background noise, people in hostel are shouting like idiots. Hey, IG. Like, so, and my phone sound recorder, like every phone comes with sound recorder, like sound recorder on this phone. That is what we started with. So, like, if you're not ready to get embarrassed, you're never going to get to the top of the game. So, embarrassment is the cost of entry. If you want to do anything, just clear your mind that you're going to be embarrassed. You're not going to see as much results as you want. When I started posting on TikTok, I was stuttering. You know, my videos were not clear. Even now, my videos are not so clear. But like, I don't really care all that much again. Like, I just see that this is a necessity. It's a necessity. I can't skip this phase, so it has to happen. So that is just change your thinking, change your life, man. That was like the first book that made me rethink the way I see things. Like, because around that point in my life, I started like asking questions. Nobody had answers, or nobody wanted to give me any answer. And then I stumbled across the book, and it's just like Brian Tracy knew I was asking those questions. And the book just like was in my father's room, and I read the book, and I was like, how did this guy know I was asking these questions? So like the book was like the perfect book that I needed at that exact point in my life. It's just like it fits in at that point in my life so perfectly. Like it was just so freaking perfect. So change your thinking, change your life. But it doesn't mean that if you read it now, it will fit in your life. I'm just saying at that point in my life, that book kind of like it's kind of changed the way I see things permanently. So
after you have built businesses, done a lot of shit, like what's your own definition of success?
This question is too deep to be asking it. Man, it's a deep question, but I don't really know the answer to most of those questions. But one thing I really do know is this. One of the reasons why like I want to be big is because I want to show other Nigerians that you can also be big. Nigerians have like a lot of inferiority complex. Like we don't see ourselves as anything. We don't see ourselves as, you know, bottom of the chain. You know, the prey in the predator war. Like we don't see ourselves as much. So we're just trying to survive. I don't know if that's how it is in the West, but I'm just talking for Nigerians. So like I want to get to the top. So that tomorrow when that 16 or 17-year-old sees the problem he can solve, he's good like, if Mitchel did it, then maybe I should be able to do it too. So it's I feel like Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, you know, they've stayed there for long. So I want to get there to show my people that there's space for all of us. That we don't need to be at the bottom of the food chain. We don't need to be like the worst. Like we're smart, we're talented, we're incredible. One thing that gives me so much joy is when I look at different industries and I see people dominating that industries that are blacks. It gives me like I Should Speed. I really love I Should Speed. Due to the fact that this guy is a black and he's doing all these things he's doing. I know, like, there are many blacks out there that are just like, I'm just so fucking impressed by, and I want to be part of them. I want to be part of their shit. I want to get there to show Nigerians that we can actually get there. Like we don't need to settle for less. We can build companies, we can build empires, we can shape industries. We don't need to settle for less. So like that is one thing that has always been in my mind when it comes to this, you know, success of the thing.
I believe like exactly what you said. A lot of people romanticize poverty, like being at the bottom. Genuinely, I agree with you. I don't want to settle for less. I don't want to be part of that. And it's cause of mindset, really. The way people think, what people see, and also ignorance. They don't know that they can actually be more or achieve a lot. So I totally agree with you on that. If you could go back right now to your former self, who hasn't started a podcast, who hasn't started a business, who haven't started trying anything, what's one piece of advice that you give that little guy, little boy?
No one cares as much as you think they do. Everybody's obsessed about their own shit, man. People are going to like I remember the day I like who the hell am I? It's kind of like a humbling question. Like, who the hell do you think you are that people will care whether you start a podcast or start a business? Like, get out of your own head. Like sometimes ask yourself the question, who the hell are you? The truth. Forget about positive mindset. When I ask myself that question, who the hell am I? I'm a nobody. And nobody cares about nobody. So like what made me in my wildest dreams think that people would care about? So like if I went back to my former self, I'll tell him, relax, you're not a celebrity.
Yeah.
You're not anybody yet.
Yeah.
You're nobody. So just relax. You really have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Like, people are not going to care.
Yeah.
If you decide to start public speaking or podcast or business, people won't care. They will laugh for 30 seconds and get back to their own shitty life. so like we have this kind like main character syndrome. Like, we think the world goes around us, but I'm telling you today that if you die, the world continues without you. The world existed when you were not born, and the world exists after you die. So you're just like another passenger in a train. The train will continue moving whether you're there or not. So if I met him, I'll tell him, bro, just calm down. You're not anybody. You're just you. 15, haven't achieved anything, and like basically a loser. So just do shit, man. Like, just do more. Just do more. Yeah. Like, what do you mean by people care? And man, thank God for growth, guy. Yeah. Thank God for growth, man. Because once upon a time, I fidget like shake, but at the thought of what are people going to say. Yeah. But now, if something is stopping me from doing something, it's like it's a lot of. It has nothing to do with what people are saying. Yeah. It's inside here. It's like, it's me, myself, the person I was and the person I want to be. We're just having this negotiation, this conversation. And like, we're yet to come to an agreement. So it's like the way I just like see how irrelevant people are nowadays. Yeah. It's like, not like people are irrelevant, just their opinions are very, very irrelevant, man. Because people are so good at giving you advice. People will advise you, man. Yeah. People will always advise you. They always advise you. Always tell you this, tell you that, tell you this, tell you that. You haven't done shit in your life. Yeah. So if I met my 15-year-old self, I'll tell him, bro, you're nobody. Yeah. Relax. People are not going to care if you decide to open TikTok and start dancing. People are not going to care if you decide to start a podcast. People are not going to care if you decide to start a business. So just do it. It's kind of like we're always in our head. The thing that everybody cares about, but nobody cares about you. Yeah. To be fun. So that is just basically what I'll tell him. And being aware of that thing kind of like just frees you of this pressure. Yeah. Like, it just removes burden from your body. Like, you're like, who the hell am I with? I'm me. Yeah. And then like, in the world, who am I? Practically nobody. Like, the only place that I matter is my family. Yeah. Like, to be honest, the only place I matter is my family. Even in my department right now, I'm not like some big time guy. If I go and never come back now, a lot of faculty will continue. So like, just think about it. Just think about it. You're not as big as you thought you were. So just, people wouldn't really care. Yeah. I guess they'll care for like 1 minute and go back to it, because everybody has their own life. Everybody has their own shit. So if you think that people are going to be 247 in your business, in your life, you're very wrong. And besides, there's this night from Alex Moses, like I heard it after the whole fear of what people are going to say are going to subside. That is how he got over his own. He said, you don't live your life in a way that I prefer. Yeah. And it makes sense. Like, just think about, like, you don't live your life in a way that I prefer. Right? So why should I live my life in a way that you prefer? So it's like, he said, when he just thought about that thing, the entire noise and everything just turned down. Yeah. So people don't live their life in a way you prefer. Yeah. Everybody that is walking on the street doing their thing, they're not doing it because Mitchel likes it. So why should I do things so that you like it? It's not fair. Yeah, that's simple logic. It's just simple logic. That's why I love Alex. Like, very logical guy. Very simple logic. So I just remind myself that I'm a nobody. I have nothing. People don't care as much as I thought they would, and I'll just push forward and do something. Man. Yeah. All right, Mitchel. This was a phenomenal episode. Thank you for being in the show today. You're welcome. All right.